Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to working in our forest accordion journal. So we're kind of getting towards the end now. I have spent a bit of time this morning. The sun was out earlier, it's gone, it's disappeared, but it was out long enough for me to dry all my gold splatters. So I've splattered with gold right through the whole journal, just a little bit here and there, as I mentioned in my last video. So this pocket's had a little bit more gold on it, and I've done it on both sides, and it's all nice and dry, so we can start actually filling the pockets now. But before we do that, a couple of little things. I wanted to just show you, if you remember, these two pages kept sticking, and I think it was to do with the paint. Somehow on this edge was just a little tacky. I don't know why, and was just catching on this page. So I've just put this bit of nice rickrack down here. It's just the perfect colour. Blends in beautifully, just gives it a little finish, and we're no longer sticking. And when I was really enjoying using all these leafy bits, I thought, well, actually, wouldn't it be nice just to have a little bit of leaf, of those leafy trim, just going down the front on the outside edge of my journal. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that first, because I think that will just finish it off nicely. And then I will almost have run out of these lovely leaves, but I've been loving using them, and I'll just have to get some more, won't I? So I'll be gluing these on a bit at a time, as I did before. There. Yeah, I love that. That just finishes that off. Really pleased how that's turned out. So yeah, it's good. Just trim this bit off, or just pull it off. That's nice, just encouraging that little bit of fraying at the side there. I like that. That does need trimming. Right, so let's start. Oh, that's all I've got left. I wonder if I can find a use for it. I'm sure I can put it on a tag or something. So, in here, so we've got a couple of spots here, so it's just pulling it a bit. I think I might put a book underneath just to stop that pulling that so much. Right, I think we were thinking of putting one of these. What about one of these in the end? This tag. I know I had another tag in mind, but actually I hadn't found a home for any of these, and this might be just the spot. I'll have to see, how far down does it go? Oh, it's just a bit too tall, isn't it? Well, it was worth a try. Another time, we'll find a home for it one day. But these were all Artie Mays tags, and they're pretty large. Okay, so I think it was this one I was going to put in here, because it had the tag at this little tab at the side. So that's gone in there. Just wondering whether to put something in there, but I think it's fine as it is. And then we need a little something in here. Something in this little tuck spot there. So one of these smaller Stamperia tags fits nicely in there. I don't think I'm going to put a topper on there, because then it'll block this beautiful area, and I think that works quite nicely in there. Right, so let's carry on, and we'll need something in this pocket. So let's see, what have we got? We've got some nice journal cards here. Let's see if he will go in here. We might need to just trim him down a little bit, but I think it will go quite quite nicely in there. Yeah, I'll trim him down around the corners a bit. And it's got some nice journaling space on the back already, so it can just go in as it is and it's not taking up too much bulk. So I'll just put my journal aside a little. And we'll just trim it a touch at the sides. I want to trim that top because it's not even at that side. And then we'll just need to trim off some of this either side so it fits a bit more comfortably into that pocket. Oh, wrong drawer. Now where have I put my corner punch? Oh, there it is. It was in that drawer. Move things around a little bit and forget where I've put them. Right, so I've just inked out the white edges from where I cut it, and I think it's fine as it is, so it's going to go in the pocket right here. So I wonder whether to put him so his head's sticking out. I know he's facing outwards, but let's see how he fits in that way. He's just peeping out, isn't he? Okay, I'm going to put him like that. Now there was nothing on here. Just pull this out a little bit. And I just wonder, I don't think I need to put anything there. I think I'm going to try not to put a pocket on every page because that can just get too much. So I'm going to leave that as it is. And we'll move on to this page. Well, we've got a couple of spots. Let's move my ink pad out the way. Right, so I have a pocket here. So again, we need a reasonably good sized journaling card. That's one thing, I don't have a lot of journal cards. I may need to make some. I know I've got a couple more of these, but I don't want them all clustered at the beginning. And I've got one that I specifically made for a bigger pocket over here, I think. I think this was for this pocket. I may have glued shut inadvertently with my leaves, so that I think will go in. So I'll just pop that in here. Yeah, so we have a nice little fairy tag in there. So what I need is a couple of places here. So I've got these small, I've got another small tag from the Stamperia paper pad, which I could pop in there. But I need a journal card for here, so I have prepared a few of the fairy journal cards. Not finished them because I didn't know how I'd use them, whether I'd need to cut them out or cut them down or whatever. So I have only just released them from, cut down some paper around them. She's rather nice in there. She might go quite well. Something like that. Yeah, I quite like her there actually. I might just do that. I'm not even going to look at the rest. I'm just going to cut her to size. So she'll fit nicely. I will just trim that off and back her. So the sun's come back out again. Right, so I think I'm going to put on some of the packaging paper. It's the same colour as what was used behind. Is that going to blend too much? I wanted just a little bit showing, and I don't know how to use this one. This is a lot paler and it's quite thin. I don't think I'll use that. So the sun's come back out again. I think I better pull my blind down a bit, otherwise it's going to be very, I don't know, it's a little bit shadowy. I'll move this out of the way, maybe it won't be too bad. Don't want it to be too glaring, but at the same time it gets a bit dull without the sunshine coming in. Okay, so I'm going to just move my journal to one side and back this onto here. So I'll mount it onto the shinier side. Trying to decide what side that is. I'll mount it onto here, and so first I'm going to round the corners. And I'll have to round the corners of the backing paper as well, if I'm going to have it sticking out a little bit. Just a touch. So I did have to lower my blind a bit because it was just a bit too much. Right. See how that looks. I quite like just having that little bit of a border. Instead of rounding those corners, I think I might just snip them a bit, just so they don't catch, really. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just move this journal along. Try and keep it in camera as best I can. And she's going to pop in there. Oh, I like her in there. She's beautiful. Okay, so that's that one. I've got this little tag in here. And we've put our journal card that we made before in here now, so that's good. Oh, she's very similar, isn't she? Oh well. Yep, they're fine. They're lovely fairies. So, and I've got plenty of different ones. Right. So what could we put? Can we put this? Oh, there's a lot of. Is that going to be overkill on there? see what else I've got to go in here. I've got a few tags. These are all from the kit anyway. That one might go nicely in there actually. So I'll pop him in there. What else have we got? Just trying to keep a bit of space clear so I can move things along. So I've got this here, and I think we might need another. Do we need another journal card? Like that one. That could go in there rather nicely, couldn't it? Or we could have, I don't know if these are too big now. These ones from the Stamperia pad. That might be too big for here. Not the bear, I'm not sure about the bear. Oh yes, that's far too big for in there, isn't it? Yep, that'll have to go somewhere else. So I think we'll do, might just trim it down a little. And then we'll back her as well. They don't need much else apart from backing, do they? Because they're just so pretty, these journal cards. Well, I've made them into journal cards. They don't, if you print them off as they come in the kit, and I keep meaning to check the name of the kit. I'm so sorry, the fairy kit that I bought. I keep meaning to check the name of it and where it's from, and I haven't, and I do apologise. I will try and put it in the description box below so that you know where these came from. But they come full size, they come A4 size, and I had to put them into another program to reduce them down a bit. But if you have the ability to print 4 to a page or something like that, that would also work, I think. But that will go in there nicely. So I'm going to back that. To back it onto something reasonably sturdy. Got a nice piece of cardstock here. I think that would work quite well. Yeah, well, maybe the tiniest bit showing. Right, so not that piece. I'm just going to have to work on the journal because it's just taking up all the room. As long as I don't get glue anywhere else, it'd be fine. I think I'll just give the tiniest border just to lighten up the card a bit. Let's cross a little bit. Okay. I might just go there first. This isn't quite straight. I'll straighten that up a little. I think I want to take off a bit more. That's it. And we'll just round the corners again on the whole thing. Right, so that's that one. We have this top tuck. This top tuck here, don't we? And so I'm wondering if these are too small. It's got to be backed? No, that's been backed. I've just got one here that needs to be finished, so I might do that in a mo. Oh, that's quite sweet, isn't it? Just little fox cubs peeping out. I thought I might want to put something on the top, like a tab or something, but actually as it's going in here, doesn't need it. Yep, that's going to go in there. Okay. Then we need a good size journal card in here. So maybe this one, or the bear even, maybe, could go in here. I'm wondering if it would be better that way, and I could just trim it down. Or would it be better this way? Still need a bit of trimming perhaps, but trimming in a different way. It looks a little odd, just his bottom sticking out, doesn't it? I think I'll trim him down. Let's see. Trim down the brown. I'd really quite like it to go in that way. I could just fold that in. Yeah, I could do that. Fold that in, make that another little tuck there. So then it would just be peeping out. Yeah, maybe that's what I don't want to cut it off. I think it would look a bit strange cut off there because, yeah, it wouldn't have this nice patterning. But I know that's going to disappear, but then you're going to have that. Right, I'm going to glue this. Just the tiniest thumb notch, so you know that is a little tuck. Oops, I want to glue that on my book. Okay, then we'll pop something in there as well. So let's do the corners. And this corner as well. Okay, that didn't quite work as I was hoping. Got a funny little shape there. Let's try again. Bit better, don't know. Right, I will just alright, that'll be fine. So we have the bear in hibernation, I think, in the woods. There we go. And we need to just put a little something in here. And we do have this little tag, which will actually go quite nicely as it is, but I was planning to add a little fairy. Just a bit of colour there. I'm going to pop her there, I think. I think that just adds that little touch of mystery. Right, so I'm just going to put that there. I might just ink around her a little. And then we'll glue her onto the tag. And this tag has been already backed. I just wanted to add a little bit more interest to the front. And we'll pop that in there, like so. Okay, and then we can put this, so you've still got writing space on there and on the back of the tag, so all is well. Right. Okay, and I've got one or two more. Still got a couple of spots to fill on this side of the journal. Moving along. We've got this corner tuck here. And we've got this tag. It might go quite nicely there. And we have, right at the end, we've got this pocket here. Now I'm just wondering if we actually have a journal card, a tag or something that would fit, because we're getting very low now. Would that fit in there? Yes, it would. So there we are. We have another lovely tag. It's one of these ones we did in the previous video, been stamped on the back. That's lovely. It goes nicely because we've got the stamp on the front of the pocket as well. That goes lovely there. So that side is done. Oh, looks like this flopped out. Okay, so now we've got to fill all these. I think we may have some work to do. So first of all, we've got a big space here. I don't know if this journal card will fit. I think it's too big. I think that might go in there. Not really, no. Is that an open space? It is. I'm not sure it's supposed to be. I'm not sure that's meant to be open there. So I might have to glue that down because we've got the pocket here, haven't we? Right, so I have got a couple of tags left. See if that will... Right, let's just move it back. Just concentrate on one piece at a time. Will you go in there? No, it will not. Okay. I think we're going to need to make something the right width. Let's just see how wide it needs to be. So let's go. Where's the bend? It's there, so it only goes into there. So I think it'd be quite a narrow tag, or maybe something more like a journal card. Quite small, I think. Would it go in that way? Something could go in kind of there, but it's right at the bend, so I'm not sure that would work. No, I think we need a narrower tag. Right, so let's see what we've got in the way of bases that we can use. So I've got this, just a plain tag base, which we could do something with. It's still a bit wide, actually. I think it's going to catch. Yes, it is. So I need to make it even narrower than that. It may be taller, so it goes right to the bottom. Okay. What else have we got? Try and find something that would work. What is this? Oh, this is some coffee-dyed paper. Well, that would work for the backing, maybe. Number of pieces here. Something kind of tallish. Maybe something like one of these. Don't need that bit at the bottom. So I'm just going to use this Tim Holtz packaging card. It's not super thick, but I don't want it really thick, because by the time you've decorated it, it will thicken it up quite a lot. And let's see how wide it needs to be. Quite narrow, as it turns out. It's an awkward shape. I wasn't really thinking of that, was I, when I did it? So we'll have a tall, narrow tag, I think. So will you fit? Yes, you will, and it's quite a good length, height, whatever you want to call it. So let's got that little piece that might do for a little tag as well. I'll hang on to that. Right, so we know we have the size right, so we can concentrate on covering it now. Let's see what I have. So for the backing, is that tall enough? Yes it is, so I can back it with that. Let's have a look at the papers. Just check where it's going to go again. It's going to go here. Okay, so I could use a piece of that, but I think you'd lose too much. I might use that for something else. So if I've got any of the kit papers. In just at the top there, I think. Just tear it a little across the bottom. It's not too straight. And then we'll have this lovely piece. I'll have to trim it a bit because this side is not very straight. So I'm just, as long as I get one part straight. Maybe I should try and do the other side. No, I like that side. Let's try and have one straight edge and then I'll trim off the other side. Hopefully this is wide enough. Don't actually need it to be as tall as that, do I? And it's wider at the bottom, so I'm just going to tear a piece there and then I can put this here, I think. Right. And I'll just have a little tiny snip at the top. So we need a little something to go down here, or perhaps a couple of little spots where there's other bits of colour. I could maybe put a little bit of this. Nope, that was just too small. Was it upside down? Yeah, looks to be upside down. So I could put something like that there. Don't really have any more animals or anything I can add, I don't think. And I could stamp something, so I might just pop that there. Yeah. Bit of glue book. And just trim these little corners as well. And I have got some stickers that might work. Now let's find maybe a label, vertical label. I have got some vertical labels that I always forget to use. Vertical words. And I need, sticking together a little bit. Green, I think. Could have believe, because we've got the fairies in here, haven't we? Yeah, I think I'll put that. Just snip those corners off. And I printed these on label paper. So that's coming off quite well. There we are. Right, so I'll just ink around that. I think we'll leave that as it is. I was thinking of a little stamp on there, wasn't I? Let me have a look, see if I've got anything that will go. Just there. I have a little selection, so I might just try one. Do a little... Yeah, I might just pop a little squirrel at the bottom there. There he is. Very sweet. I often think long things are quite hard to decorate, but just building up a little selection of bits just kind of fills it up, and I think that's nice. I love this background paper anyway. Oh, I haven't backed it. So I did get something out for that, didn't I? Let's just do that quickly, and then that will be it for today, I think. I should have backed it before I snipped it, shouldn't I? But never mind. And also, I was merrily gluing on the wrong side of the packaging paper, so on this side, which is the writing side, so I've made a bit of a mess of that. So hopefully it'll be usable when it's dry. But anyway, it's okay. We can just snip afterwards anyway. Just having to do it twice. Get rid of all these little bits, and then we'll just ink around the back as well as the front. I think I've done the front. So even though it was quite screwed up and creased, once you've glued it, you can just smooth it out when you glue it on, which works quite well. Try and get rid of any more creases that I can see. So plenty of space to write on, and it should just fit nicely into that pocket. Where are we? There we are. So there, that's gone nicely in there. So we have a pocket, a tag now in our pocket on that first page. So we'll need to come back and at least do one more video to finish filling up the pockets. Top up. So I will be back to finish that off. Well, it may be the last video, the next one, because there's not much more to do. We'll see. Depends how how many more journal cards and tags I need to make. It could take me a little while because there's quite a few pockets here to fill and I've very little left to put in them. So there we are. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm really having fun with this journal. So much fun. I'll be sad when it's finished. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.